Just started. I'm sorry, man. All right. Okay, we were on no 5-minute delay. Audio levels look good. And I think we're good to go. All right, what's up, guys? Wee Woo here. Today we have another OFCRA operation. We took a week off hiatus for vacation. We're back to watch these guys in action here. Ezio is here just to vote. Let me put up the prediction poll real quick and get that going for you guys. It's been a hot second. Oh, why is prediction poll like that? There we go. Jeez. Let's see. Who will win this OFCRA match? Blue 4 is going to be the US and French. And Op 4 is going to be Core Army plus PMC. We'll set this on a 10-minute timer for you guys, and there's the prediction. Otherwise, let's go ahead and quickly look at today's objectives. So, both sides are going to be fighting for an HQ, which is marked with this position right here. The zone itself is this purple area, which is the perimeter of these HESCO walls and this single building that also has multiple statics on top. Hey, Mr. Maybe, thanks for the 6-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But otherwise, Blue 4, aka the US and French forces, have a secondary objective, which is to disable a minefield, which is about right here. All of these AT mines have to be disabled for Blue 4 to get points. All of these mines are probably tied to trigger names, and if the trigger detects that all of the mines have been removed, aka killed, then it will reward the points there. So we've got multiple mines all around here. I saw 2 lines of mines, again, this one right here, but I also see a few on that section too. I'm trying to see if there's any more. Yep, we got another line over here, and a 4th line right here. So that's a lot of mines they're going to have to disable. I'm not seeing any more around that area, but it looks like there's also some defensive positions right here for the Lingor or PMC force to actually hold that minefield. So if the US gets that, or excuse me, the Blue 4 guys get that, they get some points. And then there's a crashed Blackhawk over here with some CIA operatives that have been killed in action. We have their intel right here. I don't know if it's the laptop or that intel package that needs to be picked up, but if Op 4 gets that, they also get some points, and then both sides have a supremacy bonus, which for today, it's if either side is knocked down to 5 or less players, the opposing side gets 2 points. So if Op 4 loses all but 5 people, Blue 4 gets 2 points, and vice versa. If Blue 4 loses all but 5 people, then Op 4 gets 2 points. But let's go ahead and look at the 4 different factions we have today. First off, we've got Mancoat's avatar, which is I forget which penguin it is, but I would imagine it's the leader of it. It's not Kowalski, it's not Ringo, it's not the private, it's I forget his name. Otherwise, Op 4 appear to have mini-me's. I forget what weapon that is. I think that's an SG-550 of some sort. I believe these are SG-550s, but basically 5.56 battle rifles. We've got some UGL-230s on it. Some sort of static weapon that's backpacked here. I don't know if that's a machine gun or a grenadier weapon. I think that would be a heavy machine gun of sorts. We've also got some long-range radios down, some, I forget if those are Green 4 or SAF vests. But otherwise, just a standard 5.56 styled operating force with some good marksmanship rifles, which I believe are also 5.56. I could be wrong, though. In terms of vehicles, they've got Land Rovers, British-styled vehicles here. We've got an SPG-9 car and 2 of the heavy Land Rovers where they have a 50 cal and then a frontal GPMG that is 7. Actually, I think that is a PKT. It's definitely a PK mod, you can tell because of the box color. But yeah, so basically a 7.62 forward mount and then a 50 cal mount on the back, and then some additional transports. Their AT weapon appears to be an M136. I don't see any reloadable AT around, so I think they're only given single shots. I'm just trying to pull things based off of the infantry and the AI loadouts here. But that is one faction. I'm going to go ahead and look at the PMC group. They have to have some sort of helicopter for transport. Yep, they get an armed, oh, no, unarmed Huey. It's unarmed, there's no pylon, there's no side guns. I saw that bar and I thought for a brief second it was an M60. Otherwise, PHK appears to be the one flying. These guys seem to have slightly better armor and suppressed weaponry. These appear to be also SIG 550s with another mini-me, suppressed pistols, and some magnified optics on everyone. That might be a 7.62 weapon. They have the MP7 for the pilot, which is a really good submachine gun, and an RPG-26. All right, so these guys are basically like a special forces group. So I wonder if the U.S. side is kind of the equivalent of that. So they get a C-130 and a SOCOM Vic. They're not suppressed. Okay, so they're just a quick response team, probably Delta Force or something. So we've got M4s. We have an Mark 14 EBR, and they're speaking French. Wait, there's that. I don't know what language that is. Never mind. But that might also be a mini-me based off the backstock. Okay, it's the same thing as a 249. It's just a 5.56 machine gun. Looks like they're trading scopes here. They got some basic plate carriers here and whatnot. But the SOCOM Vic up here is really nice. It's got two 7.62 machine guns through the M240s and the 50 cal right here, and it can take quite a punch. And you can also fit two people on the sides. To kind of turn into a reactive armor. I'll show you guys if they mount up that way. I don't know how they're going to... No, okay, so the plane is just a prop. They're just going to drive that out because there's no pilot here to fly it. I thought for a brief second they were actually going to like airdrop that in, but no, that's not the case. And then we have the French force, which is the main group here, which right off the bat we see a minesweeping striker with a Crow 50 cal. So you don't have to have the gunner turn out. He has a camera inside the Vic that maintains utilizing the Vic, and then the minesweeper is probably going to be for the AT Vics, and these guys all have flak vests to also deal with demining. So I'd imagine Cheeseburger is an engineer, as well as Hood. They're specifically marked with the explosive, excuse me, the mine specialist symbolism, and they're probably going to be after taking out the mines. But otherwise, ooh. Real quick, I'm going to check something on the Lingor Army side. Are their vehicles magnified optic? No. Okay. So in previous OFCRA matches, generally the side with the vehicle support that has magnified optics, I think to my knowledge, has always won. And we have a gun car right here with another GPMG here. That's definitely some sort of 7.62 machine gun, and it has a magnified optic on the top. And we also have a lot of armed Vics here. Wow. With Crow systems and some interesting textures here. But wow, Blue 4 has a lot to work with here in terms of magnified weaponry. So that explains why OP4 has the SPG Vic, but all of these are Crow systems that you can use magnifications on. So... Huh. I would say the balance goes to Blue 4. What the heck is that? I've never seen that gun before in my life. That has to be a French weapon of some sort, their marksman rifle. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. But otherwise we got French FAMAS's, another mini-me. And yeah. Trying to see if there's any UGLs. Yep, there's a UGL right there. And their AT appears to be the French version of the 136 single-shot disposable. So the FAMAS's have a really high fire rate. Blue 4 also has... Wait a second. Wait a second. No. Where did they go? No, there were just gun pods on all those. Hold on. Hold on. I'm losing it. Okay, there's the mission start. I guess I hallucinated those gun pods. I'm gonna check my footage back later. We still have the gun pod on the striker and the minesweeping capabilities there and a magnified optic on that gun. I'm kind of glad they did that because that would have been super imbalanced if they put freaking Crow pods on all those vehicles, but at the same time, a crow pod on this striker and then a magnified optic on that GPMG are definitely going to allow Blue 4 to outperform Op 4 here. Let me also look at roster size. So we got a full-size roster here, and Op 4 has a smaller roster, because as you see with Blue 4, it goes from the top to bottom. And then if I scroll all the way down, Op 4 seems to have less players. So Blue 4 have faster firing weaponry, better equipment, better vehicles. Op 4's only advantage is they have to play defense here. I would imagine probably along the choke points here. So holding at Prospero and the minefield area would be some good calls, but I would imagine Blue 4 would probably try to do some swimming around here to get some flanks going, especially at that HQ. Difficult to say. I would imagine Blue 4 would have to try to go out kind of off the beaten path, but then they lose their vehicle support. There's another bridge that they can go onto, but we'll see where Op 4 decides to set their defenses up. You'll find AT mine positions on a billboard near the minefield. So what does that mean? Where's the billboard? I'm confused. Otherwise, I also want to quickly check how long do these minefields go. But chat, you saw those crow pods on the rest of those APCs, right? I'm not losing my sanity here. Right? Like, they were there. Because I'm losing my marbles. They were there, maybe. There were crow pods. Who the heck knows? But with that striker, I'm trying to see if there's any awkward spots in the demining process. So yeah, there's a few over here that the striker's not going to be able to get to with its sweeper arm, but all the other ones they'll be able to hit. So a few spots where those mine specialists are going to have to dismount and actually deal with. Otherwise, Mr. Dave driving down. There are some AT mines back here, so he has to be a little careful. Yeah, driving into the marked minefield probably isn't the smartest idea. I guess he's gonna dismount there, question mark? Meanwhile, we got the SOCOM Vic. Looks like they might set up at the... He just flooded the engine and broke all of his wheels. What are you doing?
The wheels are fucked.
All of them.
Fucked. Everyone
All
else.
of them. Alright, we gotta go in a conga line following Dave exactly
all the
there.
wheels fucked.
Come on, boys, let's blaze the trail.
We
We don't have a long range. No.
No. Regal has it. Regal has it.
I think we have one in the truck, right? Let's see.
Oh, do we?
We do, yeah.
Oh, does someone want to grab it?
So,
I can take
so
it
they
if you want.
screwed up
Yeah,
and they don't have
yeah,
any
we
way to
need
call
at
it in
least
because they
one.
don't have a long-range radio. This
Dave, don't
is...
leave.
You have enough ammunition?
Dave,
This
yeah,
is actually
back in.
pretty funny.
Yeah, but we're getting along. We're getting along.
How are we
I
gonna
picked
get
up 10 smoke grenades.
It's in the truck.
Oh, thank Christ.
Okay, so apparently there's the radio in the truck can be used, but
What are you on about?
that means they have a static radio position.
Look, the trucks have... No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the truck
Oh.
itself is the long range.
Just stay on the long range.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, you're seeing Op 4 dismounting in certain spots to hold checkpoints.
This is
Excuse me,
a former
bridges for
Regal squad.
chokepoints.
Well, not.
Wait.
It's still there, were you?
We're all still fine as long as nobody moves within 5 meters of the car.
It's gonna be.
Stop moving so fast! Dave!
Dave,
Oh,
Dave.
Ah, sorry.
Don't leave me, Dave.
So they're also only AT
Well, I'm
mines,
the
so
Slow down.
That's why it's...
the AT mines have a magnetized trigger, so they're only triggered when vehicles go over them, so footsteps won't set them off. Oh, we have the other Vic coming up. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to hold everyone. But it looks like only NASA's in that Vic, so that's the replacement one, and it almost flipped itself. Oh, ooh, okay. Got a little worried there.
Oh, yeah, we fucked up.
So Blue 4 is forming up with the US group here. Probably going to attack left or right. Yeah, Barb, but it's the these are the vanilla AT mine triggers, and that's how they work. So if they, I'm actually not sure if Wheels set them off. Wait, no, yes they do, yes they do. We saw that at the FIA op, the public one.
Hi NASA, thanks for the lift.
Thanks for the lift, NASA. Fuck off.
The public op last weekend. So the these mines aren't planted by the players. They were just part of the mission file itself.
Stop, I know, stop.
Fuck's taking so long. Yeah.
Barb, I don't ask questions, okay? I just commentate what I got. So there's a mine right there. They drive around it, all right? Okay. They appear to have successfully driven around the minefield. NASA drove a Vic up for them to take. He's now going to walk back. He is commanding the Op 4 side, and Pogo is commanding the Blue 4 side, two of the classic commanders you see in OFCRA operations. I would imagine these guys are probably going to go up and set up along this bridge to turn that into a choke point as well. And Blue 4 is still taking their sweet time maneuvering on the road here. To what end, I do not know. But the reason they're being really slow is because this area is pretty steep and the vehicles are having a little bit of trouble climbing up this area. Op 4 are using SIG 550s, yes. I'm not gonna lie, I watched Op 4 go through that minefield because there was like a 50-50 that they would have blown themselves up. I just heard someone's voice, which means that they just died. Alright, so Lobby here is dead. Lobby, what did you do? Lobby, why are you dead? Lobby, you got run over by a car.
No, the car just jumped.
The car jumped. Lobby, the car is on you.
But it jumped in the air.
It jumped in the air. Lobby, it jumped on you, buddy. You're dead. Lobby, the car ate you. So our first death is on Op 4 today. Wow, Op 4 driving through minefields, Op 4's cars eating their own players. I mean, what are we on today, chat? Who can someone read the numbers of the bets? Who were people favoring? I know Barb bet 2K on Op 4. I bet he's regretting that one right now. Oh man. Blue 4 was favored? Yeah, for good reason, right? See guys, at the end of the day, it wasn't Blue 4's faster firing rifles or their magnified optics on their vehicles, guns. No, it was cars eating Op 4 players. That's how it went. 5K went on Op 4 and everything else went on Blue 4. Whew, hot damn. Winter, thanks for the 36th month resub. That gets you, I believe, the gold Lance Corporal badge. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, my man. And I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And there is...
It's just a day in Mother Russia, Liru.
Just another day. Yeah, right? So we have Op 4 coming up here. No one's on this gun to start engaging the helicopter. Instead, I think that's the Striker firing? Nope, that's the SOCOM Humvee firing. So that has immediately waved PHK off. He is up there on his own, though. And we have Lima driving up. It's just Rigel here. And these guys are trying to get up to the Blackhawk crash site, but there is a castle next to it that Blue 4 has basically garrisoned here. So this is going to be a really tough fight for Op 4 to play on the offense to try to secure this objective, but Blue 4 is all around this position. They could easily just encircle and take out this Op 4 force. But Op 4 is going to just at least try to make an effort to get that objective.
CIA puppy.
Oh, Bearded Lord, I wonder how a CIA puppy would act. Would it be like Fluffers? It would just hold some sort of heavy weapon and look cute and innocent to get past the checkpoint to then engage people? Or would it be something worse? Malignantly worse. Microclone, how is this your castle? Oh, shoot, so we got Op4 firing up at Blue 4 positions up here. Cyrus is going to be looking back. That's probably the marksman on Op4 putting some pot shots up there, but they have just announced their position to all of Blue 4. What about the tower?
Oh, enemies close. Enemy close.
You built the tower? Cool. All right, Op4 being engaged. Dark Neo engaging and knocking out Mr. Dave, who was the guy a little annoyed with his group for getting the vehicle screwed, and no long-range radio was taken. Another grenade going off by Sky Online and Emer, and Hujin here trying to fire up there.
Oh, he's still on top of the castle. Free turn.
So they're calling out that position. GL's going into the forests here. So far, we don't have anyone else down in that team. And now we're hearing UGL's being fired up on the tower here. I know, there is a mod for Tigers. We're going to see it this Monday in the meme op. I have an interesting poacher op idea. But we'll get there when we get there. GL being fired close to Hujin's position. Sounds like he's freaking out a little bit. And I'm trying to see on the macro level, is Blue Force sending anything to flank? No, they're just content on using the US forces to hold that position. Is Op4 doing anything to flank? Yes. No, they have a defensive position all the way on the northern side in case for any massive Blue 4 outflanks. Interesting. All right, Dave has woken back up. Looks like Lobby reconnected because he died to a bug, which is pretty funny in my opinion. The Great Emu Tiger War. Oh, God. If you want to make playable emus and have us fight tigers, that is something I would love to host, but you do you, my friend. Yeah, so we got a lot of... Actually, we just had one ricochet off the side of it. Now, RHS helicopters, there was an update about 6 or 9 months ago that made them a lot less tanky, so a single well-placed 50 cal round in the engine or the main rotor assembly will actually knock the helicopter out. Usually it's for engine hits, though, instead of rotor hits, but it's really, really hard to place that shot. So I believe at this time PHK is just trying to draw out Blue 4 position so Op4 can have a better idea of where Blue 4 is, but for now Blue 4 is going to hold defensive around the crash site, bait out Op4 attacks, and then counterattack with less Op4 to deal with.
Engage.
So I believe Callie is going to have a really good shot on this helicopter. Yeah, it's not as lined up as he would have liked. PHK now bleeding altitude to lower himself. Meanwhile, Op4 has pulled out of that kill valley. They're going to try to attack this castle from a different angle. I would imagine potentially using this defilade to get around right here and then maybe come up at a more steep angle here, but it's tough to hit this position because it's uphill and you've got this nice tower here that can overwatch everything, but we do have a dead Blue 4 member up here. That was Snake Doctor. So he got picked off. Let's see if we can find the shooter. That would have been... Oh, actually, we just saw him. Demovar, who does have the marksman equivalent of the SIG 550.
This gun's fucking bonkers.
And he just commented that his gun is bonkers. Gets a kill, immediately shit-talks his gun. I love it. And Blue 4 is now sending a force on the northern side. They're going to potentially bypass everything and get right to the minefield. Is that the EOD group? I cannot tell from this angle. They might also deploy on the northern side and flank the OPFOR force coming in. But Blue 4 sending this force in blindly on this flank is a really, like from a tactics point, a really bad idea, because you would assume OPFOR has defensive forces on that area, but in this rare instance where OPFOR hasn't covered that area, instead opting to cover more far out angles in case Blue 4 tries to do an elaborate flank, thus hoping Blue 4 wouldn't check the obvious approach, it's going to pay off for Blue 4. But they're doing a dismount here. And now I gotta wonder, are they now going to scout out these routes, or are they going to attack the OPFOR group from the northern flank? Bonkers is a good term for the British. All right, so he likes his gun. All right, as long as he likes his gun after getting a kill, that's A-okay. So Blue 4, I think, are going to hear that helicopter going by. We got Zicky looking around up here. I think he's going to try to get into that one building. I wonder if OPFOR is going to spot that Vic behind them, because Blue 4 might be able to get some rear headshots here. Sky Online giving some blind suppression with that rifle. Shots are going all over the place right here. Yeah, OPFOR is not prepared for a rear attack. So does Blue 4 have a marksman? That's a holographic scope. Jord is over here with a machine gun. Seal staying in the Vic, and Zicky has a regular FAMAS. All right. So nothing to really engage these guys up here, but OPFOR hasn't noticed that group behind them. So that gives Blue 4 a little bit of an advantage on that attack. But I gotta wonder how Blue 4 is gonna handle this push here. Looks like they've mounted up some groups and they're now heading by, but if Blue 4 wants to commit to attacking from this angle, they've already got some guys in a good defensive position around the crash site to hold it, but now they need to push from here. Probably just directly by would be their best bet. Or they could try an elaborate flank along the northern side, but they need to have a recon element check out both routes to see which one would be better. Big church. Fuck's sake. All them church memes. So we just had Blue 4, I think, open up by the radio tower there. Maybe they thought they spotted something. But OPFOR, I'm going to be really curious to see how they fold in their forces here. They do have a helicopter that can actively fly by Blue 4 positions and check out what's there based off of what engages them. We just had a UGL go off over here. Oh. Seal has the marksman rifle and he's firing up on that hill. Sky Online just got knocked out. I can't tell if they're trying to double tap him or what, but OPFOR is now deploying smokes and hiding in the church. OFCRA is just one round. They have a bonus round afterwards, but by then, usually it's only like with a third to half the player base, and I normally don't cover it because it gets a little memey. Plus, sometimes I have to like jump over and help with dinner, because I have to, you know, eat dinner before we go into the POG op and the TMTM op, which we're doing both tonight, so we'll be back at 8 and 10 p.m. for those. So we have Goatland. He's crossing the river right over here to come around. I don't know what his plan is yet. And we have Rigel, who was coming up on the Vic on his own, still at the Vic, just covering this one position. Meanwhile, we have Demovar with that marksman rifle firing up there. We just had a rocket fired off over here. That was more than likely an SPG-9 shot. And he is getting hits. We see Dark Neo bleeding here. U.S. forces are giving some call-outs to each other.
Thanks for the MSC.
And they've got Ezio trying to counter-snipe with Nort here trying to find him. Good use of foliage in the middle to try to conceal their position. But Demavir's done a good job of pulling away from that spot and maneuvering around. We just had another SPG-9 shot come up. It was once again high. So the SPG-9 is over here, and it's actually a backpacked SPG-9. So those gun bags that we saw were actually for an SPG-9 turret. So they're trying to snipe it. It's Falcon firing it. So I don't think he realizes that it's just out of range. It's detonating just before it can land, so he has to move to a closer position.
Yeah, if we can get closer, I can get in range of it. Yeah, let's
Yep, so Falcon is now discussing. They're going to get closer, probably going to load it in the car. I would recommend, honestly, any position is going to be good to engage it. They can move it to right here and be within the engagement range, but they can just pelt that tower with AT. Rigel just lost connection and disconnected. So, Micro, you, wait, no, you were talking about Dark Neo bleeding out, my bad. Rigel, though, his AI is still there, so if he reconnects, he'll be able to get that unit back, which is very nice. That's a script I need to look into getting for TSB. If you disconnect and reconnect, it'll reconnect you on an AI. That would just make things a little easier.
I fucking love tap the fucking...
I don't know, man. Driving into, you know, I'm still...
I love tap the fucking barbed wire to our right-hand side on the car door or 4 wheels break.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. In Arma, if you tap barbed wire with a wheeled Vic, all of your wheels break for reasons unknown.
Can this gun fire through those doors? Anyone know?
No, probably not.
Do you have an ACOG on that? Interesting. Yeah, so they're just going to hold the church right now. And meanwhile, Demavar is still trying to pick people off. He hasn't moved from this position. He's pretty confident with it. And Blue Force staying put, though. We're going to start seeing rocket artillery land on it soon. We got a U.S. explosive squad down here. This is the Minesweeper guys. They're just kind of chilling and waiting till the path can be cleared for them. So Ezio is trying to counter-snipe with that Mark 18. I think he's firing at Blue. Yeah, they're firing at Blue 4. He doesn't realize, though, his shots are going way off because of the wind. So, nasty blue-on-blue issue here. But yeah, his shots are going way low and right. His spotter's not calling that out. He needs to adjust pretty high here for that. So we got a little more of that adjustment. Just saw that ricochet go. Now, it's harder for his spotter to actually see. He's relying on seeing the muzzle flash. He's just hitting that window. But again, it's a blue-on-blue issue because of a miss-PID. From that range, it's really tough to tell. Look at this. Freaking Goatland is still swimming by. Is he just going to run up and solo that? I honestly don't know. Waiting to see if Rigel will reconnect. Might have just completely lost power, unfortunately. And we have this Op4 group. Looks like they're folding back. I believe PHK might try to pick them off somewhere on the southern side of that runway and move them to a different area. Yes, the, as what's that pointed out, I can't see their magnification. I only see that first level of magnification. So Damavir has spotted Rigel's disconnected unit. We also finally have Blue 4. They dismounted some infantry on the southern side, and they're trying to sweep around. So Damavir here might spot them and try to pick a few of them off. Meanwhile, Rigel's still going to be right there. So I think he's still questioning it.
NASA rules. I can't do that. Right, okay. So So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for Regal to reconnect, and then if that works, it definitely. Honestly, I'd bug out the entire fucking squad. Their coverage on this side of the hill is not as good as on the other side.
That's a little annoying that keeps bouncing back and forth between my headset. So from the sound of things, they're gonna wait for Rigel to reconnect so we can get the car and pick all of them up and they can leave. But I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to do that in time because Blue 4 is starting to get right on top of them. If not, Goatland can go over and get the car and drive it over, but it's a tough play. Now you're still having that OFCRA group to the north fold out. There's Rigel reconnecting. And, oh, we got a massive vehicle push by Blue 4 on the southern side. This is the rest of Blue 4's force coming in. How are these guys staying in the church here?
No, I'm saying when we run out to the car, but like, you know, that's just like a little barrier. Oh no.
What's that? That's 5. I would consider that a massive vehicle push, all things considered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Rigel reconnecting. He'll be able to get that Vic. Hopefully extract with OFCRA. I bet they're going to try to hold one of those 2 bridges or maybe even the minefield itself. Oh, here comes all those Vics. Rigel is immediately running off instead. So I guess they're going to ditch that vehicle. But if Blue 4 now attacks this angle, they're going to be able to get up to the minefield without much resistance and get some free points. OFCRA, meanwhile, as I predicted, going up to the southern side of that runway to be picked up. I don't know where they're going to go after that, though. And Demavir got disconnected, so he's now reconnecting. Surprised the marksman hasn't spotted him and picked him off yet. Got Dark Neo looking over to the left. I don't know what he's scouting out. Potentially that northern bridge area, which is funny because OFCRA just abandoned that position. Maybe the helicopter's going to try to deploy on the far west and come in behind Blue 4's position. Oh, this is hilarious. He's right there. Just disconnected. These guys completely missed him. Oh, nope, they've turned around. Meanwhile, Rigel's still in the middle of all this, just taking cover. So at least OFCRA is going to have really good intel on Blue 4's movements here. But look, Blue 4 is starting to cross this position. Oh, no, the engines are going to get flooded if they try to cross right here. They have to use the bridge. Maybe if they go full force, they can quickly go through the river right here. But there's still going to be some engine damage. They won't be able to do it a second time. OFCRA is actually going back to Blue 4's spawn. Interesting. I know, right? That has to be some good camouflage. He's just blending in really well for whatever reason. You gotta remember, though, Blue 4, all the infantry on the ground are locked to first person. I mean, Rigel, I would say sneak 75. He's got a tree to work with, but Demavir here, he's just out in the open as an AI. Master of stealth. I'm impressed. Literally right there. Oh, Blue 4 starting to make it up to the church. Oh, that's going to make people look over and spot him when that engagement starts. Oh. Someone... Did someone just shoot him? Or did he just drop dead? They're friendly wiggling those guys on the hill. He just died. I don't know how, but okay. That happened. So now the real question is, does Blue 4 know that Op 4 is in that hill, in that church? So we got Zicky here, one of the best players, I would say, in OFCRA. He's coming around. Blue 4 setting up on that hill, probably staging to go attack the minefield area. They just don't know that it is empty.
We pretend to speak a foreign language.
Yeah, if Zicky comes up to the church, he's going to be able to hear him. Because I can hear him from right here. Yeah, you can barely hear them from Zicky's position. Looks like he's going to pull back, though. Now you have the Op 4 helicopter doing a high pass here. Oh, Zicky just heard them. And Blue 4 just spotted Rigel's Vic. No, it's Goatland in Rigel. Rigel just dismounted, and he's running for his life. Okay. Blue 4 now firing at that helicopter as it now makes a dive. And it's deployed the infantry on top of Blue 4's spawn to grab their Vics. Interesting. So Goatland is now driving up to this area. Kez taking some friendly shots here. Zicky now engaging Goatland as he is now forced to drive around this church. And now he's driving back the way he came, and now you're seeing some blind suppression outside of the church as people look at all the bullets coming out. What the heck just happened? So Goatland attempted a rescue.
We will go down in history in a Sabotage song, not you fucks!
Are you outside, Parpius?
No, I'm inside.
I think you're doing the same thing I did. I can't physically see you.
Yeah. No, this is our strength against these fucking godless heathens. How dare they shoot into a church?
Parpius, look at me. Can you see me? I'm to your left.
Kind of. Actually, no, I can't see anyone.
I can't see any of you.
Oh no, I can see you.
Yeah, you can't see their bodies. You can see their heads and their uniforms.
Yeah, we're getting our shit shot into, by the way.
Who are you guys?
See, this was an op about CIA documentations, minefields, and HQs, but now it's all about holding the church. This is what it's all about. So you know what they're doing? They're popping the door open so someone can fire. Yeah, so Zicky is it Zicky? Yeah, so he's got some rifle-bound grenadier weapons right there. So some RPGs, they're firing it in. He's coordinated with Kez to open the door. Kez opens the door, he fires the rocket in, and then Kez shuts the door. That's terrifying. So he's ordering to open it. That just knocked out one of them. And he calls the reload. I think he's just being methodical as always with these, man.
You may take our lives, but you'll never take our Saboteur last stand.
Oh, whoa, lads, you're throwing grenades into baby Jesus' house.
It's fucking out of order.
I hope Zeus smites you down. Just like the Bible
Yahweh is
says.
watching. Is anyone still
So
alive?
Blue 4 still sending forces over to go take care of the minefield because Op 4 don't have any defensive lines there. Op 4, meanwhile, have a rear force coming in. Those are the PMC guys. They might be able to get the Blackhawk objective, but
Oh shit.
this is pretty funny.
Check
Check Dave. Someone check Dave. I'll watch him die.
These guys do have an M136, and I do hear a heavy vehicle coming. That's the striker. It looks like it's not coming up to here. It's going to take the roads instead. I'd laugh if Blue 4 tried to get a Vic up to fire into the church, opened it, and then AT would just blow it up from the inside. See, what sucks about this church is you can't shoot out the windows to make holes to then throw grenades in.
Okay.
Because it just means this building is really, really tough to assault.
Just getting fucking fragged.
More GGLs going in. Oh, that's not overpowered. That's kind of cheaty. Looks like he's still able to get shot, though. Yeah, no, so he's still getting hit, so it's actually not too bad, but, I mean, he's in there, so. Looks like Mr. Dave has died.
Over this line as we make that start, disregarding. Just leave it, just leave it.
I think he's coordinating with Rigel and Goatland for another pickup, but the guys in the church are just saying to leave him. They're having their last stand, though, at Big Church.
Y'all frags, are you? Pathetic.
God. Honestly, they need someone, like, right up here to, like, throw grenades out when the doors get opened, and that would really screw with Blue 4's attack plan here.
Channel 2, you should tell them.
Yeah, so the guys outside can just hear them talking. Yeah, and the attacking side couldn't care less. They know that they have them stuck in here. And that OFCRA group is still coming in on the rear. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Fuck.
They blew a hole in the church. They blew a hole in the church. Oh no.
Wait. Yeah, look, Marcus, the bull's gone. I was all. They desecrated the oh.
This is not looking good for these Lingor players here on OFCRA. Another big chunk of the church just fell off.
You hear us now?
Attention, OFCRA players. This is a public service announcement. The US and French armies are currently launching an assault on the Lingor Big Church, and they need your support to keep the fight going. All they need is your 16-digit credit card number, the date and name, and the 3-digit on the back. And from there, they can keep the church alive and kicking.
I'm a Muslim, I'm sorry.
It's blasting music. I can't go in there because of copyright. Zicky's running up here. Oh my god. Fuck's sakes. Oh god, Zicky. Zicky just killed him. Hugin, you dirty little bastard.
Oh, fuck you, get to the line.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How the fuck did he not die?
I think that was the right call because Hugin was in the fucking static there. So Ziki just clipped his gun under and he's finishing him off. But all right, guys, I'm going to mute myself real quick because now we've got people that are dead talking to me. The siege of Big Church is over. Blue 4, in the form of the French forces, were able to eliminate all of the terrorists inside. And it's got to suck. Oh. Why is my... Okay, I thought I just crashed for a second. Nope. All right, that was just some input lag from my map. Because if it looks like I'm crashing, I got to quickly tab out and end key everything before, like, OBS and my music and everything else crashes. Otherwise, Blue 4 here... Looks like Murdy is overwatching that opening here. They see a dude just standing right there, and they put a bunch of X's on the penguin. Why did they put a bunch of fucking X's on the penguin? Meanwhile, NASA and Demovar here are just chilling. I'm waiting to see Demovar's face get blown off. Yep, there's the gunshot. Wasn't his face, but certainly hurt, and they're opening up the other door now. And we got Goatland here, who's come up on his own to try to flank to assist the siege of the Blue Force Church, but it's a little too late now. OFCRA set up on that comm array with the satellite dish. I think they're going to wait for a good time to go in. What rifle is that? Oh, that's another... I think that's another SIG. So Shay is just overwatching. He sees those two guys on the tower. If he's quick, he could probably get both of them. Anti-Penguin, yeah, right? But otherwise, Blue 4 is starting to get forces down on the mine area. We've got the explosive team here ready to start defusing those mines. OPFOR is going to forego that objective, so that means OPFOR is going to have to really bank on this PMC group taking the Blackhawk crash site, or at least getting the intel in there to keep the scoreboard even. Because if they do not, then all Blue 4 has to do is take the HQ and get the point advantage on that case. I'm waiting to see these OPFOR guys fold into the northern side to get something done. Meanwhile, let's go look at Falcon. Falcon's here. He's been doing nothing for the past 52 minutes. Falcon, when he has a lot of nothing to do, he starts getting antsy. I can only imagine what antsy things Falcon is worried about right now. I love how they dug lawn trenches, though, to form a barricade right there. It's smart. Yes, Falcon is still alive. And Goatland is now coming up. His building's, his Vic's smoking. Jeez. Hoping to help his comrades at Big Church. But unfortunately, all of his comrades are dead. Callie has turned the gun around. He's firing up at OPFOR forces here. That's going to forego OPFOR's element of surprise, but they're going to be reinforced by a group of Lingor soldiers that were just deployed via the helicopter. So they know that Blue 4's taken the minefield, so they're banking a lot on bringing some OPFOR forces here to take that objective under Blue 4 custody, so then the points can still be even, and we're just going to have a fight at the HQ itself. Tough call. There's Goatland coming into the church. He's going to find all of his friends dead. What a shame. He saw a partial gun buried in the rubble because his other buddy's right there. Now Goatland's under fire. That is Nort firing at him. And we still have PHK as the PMC pilot flying around. Now, this is going to be a really tough area to assault from for OPFOR. I would have that helicopter on standby ready to pick up the group and redeploy them at a different angle, because look at all this open terrain that OPFOR is going to have to cross through. And the biggest issue about it is Blue 4 has a magnified GPM... Wait, no. They only have the SOCOM VIX. That means they took the magnified optic GPMG away. The SOCOM VIC is not going to be as effective because it doesn't have any magnified optics, but it can at least keep suppression going on that hillside. If any infantry charge on that open hillside, they're going to be gunned down. So Blue 4 is trying to put some more pot shots out on that helicopter. In vain. Unfortunately, Goatland, meanwhile, he is under fire. Not specifically his position. The church itself is being suppressed. It is Zicky's small team as they have turned around. And they are trying to re-clear this area here. Zicky on 2 kills from the breach into the church. So there was a 10-minute safe start, so the maximum amount of time is going to be an hour 40. So there is about 45 minutes left on this scenario. No problem, Runner. Feel free to DM me if you have any other random questions you want answered that I know the answers to at the very least. Blue 4 getting on top of Op4's positions that they previously dug is nice, but Blue 4 having some really good marksmanship. We have, who is this one guy? Garrett getting hit. He's forced to pull in a building and bandage. Yeah, Runner. I'm not surprised. Players do interesting things in Arma 3 all the time. So I would assume that helicopter is just maintaining an orbital for both recon and to try to draw fire. There's no other good reason here. Zicky is pushing Goatland on his own as his other teammates hold this position. Goatland being engaged, Zicky trying to track him. Goatland pinned. Zicky now engaging. Goatland is having enfilading fire delivered at 2 different angles. Zicky is getting some shots in, though. More shots in. Goatland quickly trying to get down. 3rd gunshot goes in for Zicky. He is now attempting to get closer to flank as he is pinned by that machine gunner. More shots, and there goes Zicky getting his 3rd kill. Good aggressive play by Zicky there. Falcon wishes he could be that cool. Otherwise, Op4 still pinned on this mountaintop. Again, they're going to need to find something to maneuver here. I got a question where Op4 drove those vehicles up here, because maybe they could use those to get closer. But, yeah, really just bring them down this road, bring them into this forest, and then you can at least have a much closer distance to engage from. But if Op4 is going to be content on staying on this hill, there's not going to be much they can do. I'm curious, how did you meet Bloodwing? Simple. I dated her best friend. No, JK, it was she was a friend back in the day, but that's a story for a different time. All right, so now we have Blue 4 demining here. I mean, they're AT mines, so they're not going to go off by infantry. Wait, how did this thing lose? Oh, they hit barbed wire. Yeah, they hit that thing of barbed wire. Hood is now working on defusing. And there it is, defused. But yeah, no, I believe these are the versions where if they step on them, they're not actually going to go off. They only go off for Vix. Oh, the Striker lost all of its wheels, too. Ouch. Not sure if they're going to be able to get those back. Helicopter being engaged by a Blue 4 garrison here. The shots are... It's a high volume of fire, but they're not accurate. So good precision of fire, but low accuracy on itself. He's doing a low pass over some more Blue 4 groups here. Yeah, so Op4 needs to adapt from this position, because if they continue to stay here... Hold up, AT just went down, hit the SOCOM Humvee, and just killed one of its 2 occupants. Callie now dismounting. That could have just bought Op4 the reprieve they needed, but Blue 4 is still going to be able to fire upon any Op4 guys that come down that open area. I mean, you can pay me to answer, sure. It's just, it's a long story. So Ezio doing his best here, still on no kills. More AT goes in and destroys the vehicle. Callie in a bandage animation there, not wounded. No, he is wounded. He's not dead. That's what I meant to say. OPFOR redeploying on this northern position to now fight against a large Blue 4 concave here, and Blue 4 is firing back. Yeah, I wonder what Blue 4 thought when they found this in the in that position. Well, let's quickly take a look. I see that those mines diffused, these mines diffused. We have one mine hidden away over here, another one right there. That one's been diffused, and then we have the two up here. Could have sworn there was a third one, but I thought that was diffused as well. But it looks like there's only two. Looking for something, Boo? Oh, the pole's in the... Yeah, gotcha. Bloodwing's father is over doing some maintenance around the house, so I helped fix a door, and Bloodwing's now counting the rails on the stairwell. Huh? The shed door. Yeah, he sawed off the bottom part of it so it would go in better. I saw. Oh. Hey, Boo, do you want to tell chat the story of how we met? Actually, the story of how we met or how we fell in love. Those are two separate stories, because the story of how we met, I counted as the laser tag story. That was my first real impression of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's okay, Boo. She's got work to do. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, shut up, Zam. Alright, so OPFOR is going to probably try to hold that bridge as a choke point to hold the actual HQ. They're also folding some infantry on the HQ itself, but OPFOR needs to make some progress in taking this objective. They're trying to smoke push right here, so they can quickly be picked up by the helicopter and flown to hold the HQ, because if Blue 4 starts breaking through the northern side of the HQ itself, OPFOR is not going to have enough time to ferry their forces over. So I could see Blue 4 holding for a little longer. We've got 37.5 minutes left, so there's still a good chunk of time. But it could still swing either way, but it is in Blue 4's favor right now. Let me check how Blue 4 is doing on the minefields here. We've got that last mine being diffused, and that's diffused. That's, yep, everything else appears to be diffused here. So Blue 4 is going to get the points for disabling the minefield. We got some mines up here. I know, I should have lunch. Bloodwind's gonna make something with chicken, though. I'm excited. She had me defrost them. 2 chicken breasts, so I'm excited to see what she'll make. Back to the castle here where the main fighting is. OPFOR did a massive push. We're able to get a few forces in. They've got 2 guys on this higher rock holding fast to overwatch the remaining 3 going in. And then you've got the Lingor army squad coming around the side of the mountain to eventually back them up. This firefight's still going to take another 10-15 minutes, though. So Blue 4, if they're quick on the north, because they just diffused the last few mines, they could start assaulting into that HQ in no time. Nort went down, so he is being bandaged up. And we still have Pogo holding this one position. He's put smokes all over the helicopter right now. I'd imagine he's going to get out and just cover it himself as ground command. So now we have a vehicle here. This is 4 guys. They're going to cross the bridge. No one defending the bridge itself. They're going to be able to rush right in. We got another Vic coming around. Mancoat with another 3 guys. So that's going to be about 8 people. About a squad's worth coming in. And we also have Cheeseburger. He has gone up. There's probably a static MG. That Dishka, he is now brought down here, and he is suppressing into OPFOR's position. So this is Falcon. Looks like Falcon's battle buddy is dead. So he's only with Jonathan. And Blue 4 is going to start dismounting and folding into this position. So I think these guys are screwed unless Falcon pulls something amazing out of his butt. They're also folding in the SPG-9 Vic. It's going straight, huh? Willow, it's okay. I went to the alcohol store. I bought a giant thing of Bailey's, a gift for my brother because he turns 21 in January, a thing of Godiva chocolate liqueur because I love it, and a thing of melon liqueur because it was on sale and I need it for my Tokyo teas. Which, I'm gonna be honest, guys, in the last like month, I think I've only drank once on stream. I drank a few times on vacation, but I've been drinking a little less and less. Have I had Barton's? No, I have not. Is that vodka, whiskey, bourbon? But I also know for a fact that if I let myself go, I could easily become an alcoholic, and I also, I just want to make sure I don't do that. I don't have the money to be an alcoholic, guys. YouTube pays my minimums, but only my minimums. But I will say we'll probably have some drunk streaming for the EU branch of FNF. I'll get tipsy, but I want to be lucid by the time we get to the op for Bleach Boys. Because we got thick Omni-Man ass in that portal gate. And if you haven't seen that highlight on YouTube, you should go see it. Came out this morning. Really proud of it. Alright, Blue 4 is... So they've actually sent up a few guys to counterattack that PMC push. They don't know about this massive Lingor army group coming up. But if Dark Neo gets into a good position, he could do a lot of damage here. But he's not looking in the proper direction. Uh-oh. Immediately headshots the marksman. Does a quick reload. I think he spotted Fiero. Oh, God, Dark Neo's in trouble. Vex opens up on with an MG. Roland opting not to use a machine gun. We just had another Blue 4 guy go down. That was Ezio. Roland pushing in is in the middle of an Op 4 onslaught here. No one shooting at him. What on earth was that? Roland should have had more ammo in his box. What? What just happened? He's still not dead, by the way. He could potentially wake back up. I think Lobby's gonna double tap him. Maybe? Maybe not? You're bandaging him. No, he's a bad guy, sir. Sir? Hold, I'm gonna unmute. I gotta listen to this.
Ja.
Komm, skuj mit dem
Ist gut. Das ist richtig gut.
Und nie sehe.
Ja, ich find's scheiße, dass ich direkt gestorben bin mal wieder.
They just cable tied him.
Oh, kann ich da weg, Alter.
Now they're being shot at from the rest of Blue 4. One of these guys just went down. Everyone seems incredibly confused right now.
3 Squads.
They're dragging him.
Ja, und?
What are they
Die
doing?
werden gleich richtig aufs Maul kriegen, wenn die vorkommen.
Oh, I'd love some cookie dough.
Ich sehe so, ja okay, ich gehe hinter Kadis Van, da habe ich wenigstens noch ein bisschen Sicherheit. Mach mal Suppressive Fire irgendwie.
Jetzt steht da unten auch noch, oder? Ist er tot?
What?
Ja, jetzt ist er tot, scheiße.
I'll remute myself. What are they? Yeah, there's Germans, there's Czechs, there's French, British. A lot of different groups play OFCRA, but I'm gonna come back to that later. But Op 4 is losing a good chunk of manpower here. Blue 4 folding in on some of the Op 4 positions over here. Falcon's still alive on 2 kills with a machine gun. Good for him. But what? Are they actually going to bandage him up? They just put a blood bag in him. Yeah, so they are intending to bandage him up. They're taking a POW. Yeah, I have not seen that in OFCRA in a hot second. I'm gonna unmute again. I just...
What is he doing there?
Special Infiltrator.
Oh my god, Kali. No, Kali's dead. Well,
Apparently Callie died.
A lot of troops!
There were like 3 squads coming down that hill.
I think Callie was part of the Blue 4 defense here, and they just...
And of course I died.
And Settler was done with it, and he just...
tried to
Yes. You're trying so hard to revive.
Why? What was the point of that? I think Settler just had enough and executed him because he was just done. So Blue 4 doing their best to hold. They only got a handful left, but Op4 can get right on top of that Blackhawk crash site and collect the intel. Blue 4 still doing their best to hold on because they've still... Actually, they're dragging their feet on the northern push, to be honest. But it's just up to NASA and Falcon right now. Can Falcon lone wolf his way to the top? It's going to be tough to see. Ezio, you were in the operation, right? How was it? I saw quite a bit of shenanigans going on. And I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, dress him as a decoy or something, right? Alright, I want to unmute again because I want to listen.
What's the next
I think we're capturing the HQ right now. These squads, so that's a plus point.
So I think Falcon spotted these guys coming in.
The mines are...
And you're hearing people that are dead talking about Blue 4 had the
objective now.
Got the mines. Op 4 is going to get that objective done. Yep, so both sides are going to be even right now. So it's going to be all about the HQ.
It's a little laptop. They have to activate this laptop.
Yeah, they're pretty clever.
Quickly look back. So it's the laptop that they have to touch, which is right here. It's a cool texture for the laptop, though. I might steal that.
Still alive.
Yeah.
But we have 3 squads in the HQ, so they can pull the defense very good.
First they have to get
I
there.
mean, do they have the heli? I don't think so.
Heli's still active.
Yeah, but I guess it's...
All right,
really
let's see if Falcon can behave like a hawk today. He's switching his barrel.
The first attack on the wall. There's no blood at all.
Might not be the best time to do that. He's now on a crawl. Oh, no, he took his stock off.
You know, I hide myself behind the Humvee. Kali is in the Humvee.
Oh, he's gonna wait it out. There he goes. Knocks one out.
You know, I'm the nice guy. I
immediately runs away.
With income guy.
Did
on point.
Okay, no, he's running.
Yeah.
Oh, where was he?
Beaky.
Oh, that's a sneaky moment.
He just put the stock back on.
Pogo still inside the vehicle.
So not a lot. He could have done a bit more damage there, in my opinion. If I was him, I would have opened up with a grenade and then a spray. But that was a pretty good ding-dong ditch.
The fuck, Pogo?
No, wrong direction. Wrong direction.
What the fuck is he doing?
Gonna go ahead and mute myself again. I don't know what they're talking about with Pogo here. Oh, because he's driving, he's hitting rocks right here, and he's under fire. That is an APC, though, so he's going to be fine. Royd is now taking the computer. AT just hit that Vic as Pogo drives off into the sunset with his armored bus. And Blue 4 still have a handful of guys around the castle position, but it looks like they're pulling away. So Pogo's just drawing fire at this point. So, meanwhile, Clement's still down. I doubt they're going to be able to get him back up. Falcon now on top of this position. I think he spotted Alex up there. But if he looks out in the corner, he's going to be able to get a good spray. Spots Lock. Takes Lock out. Fires on Shadow. Knocks Shadow out as well. Throws a grenade. Now it's just up to Alex. And he's keeping his head down because he knows that Alex can open up on him. Great job by Falcon there. He did not get hit at all. I do not see any... Oh, nope, there was some blood. Okay. So he got hit in the process. He's going to stay there and bandage, but he has knocked out 3 of the 4 guys here. But look at all the Blue 4 guys coming in. And the wheels on this are down. They repaired the front 2 once they at least get some momentum on it, but Falcon is about to fight a much bigger fight than he realizes. This is, I think, what Falcon has been waiting for here. So I have to assume OPFOR's taken the Blackhawk crash site, so now it's just going to be up to OPFOR holding that objective, so that helicopter needs to land, pick up these guys, and move them to a defensive group here. But Falcon and NASA are the only two guys in this northern town that are going to be able to push off Blue 4's force here. But with every kill they get, it increases the likelihood of OPFOR actually pulling the W out for this one. Now, Falcon has nothing that can take this out. He's going to have to find a dead AT guy. Just put some drugs in him. I can't tell if that was morphine or epi. But I'm trying to see, based off of these guys in here, I don't see any AT on these guys. Oh, dear. Yep, so Falcon's going to fold back now. Cheeseburger checking that area. Falcon, I think, just spotted Cheeseburger. Might try to fold out in time. Doesn't spot him. Alex now looking over. Alex might find an angle. Tries to find it. Doesn't. Falcon's going to get the shot on Cheeseburger. Takes Cheeseburger out. Whoa, Cheeseburger's not dead. Falcon now maneuvering around. Alex trying to find an angle on Falcon. He's going to get him. Ooh, gets only one shot. Falcon immediately pulls away. That Striker now looking back. Falcon going triple time now. Gun on the back. He's folding into a building. He's going to run down south because he doesn't know where that gunshot came from. I doubt Cheeseburger is going to be able to live through that one. That was a lot of bullets that just went into him. And Falcon is still running his one-man guerrilla war. NASA might join him in a second. He's up here. Now you have some heavy fire coming back. That was Falcon's building. And Falcon has pulled back further, and he is now taking his gun out. The Striker does not have an angle right here. And Falcon is going to continue his fight. But most of Blue 4 is now folding around the town because they know that OPFOR still have a presence in here and are trying to avoid it. Zixme coming around. He's also a really good player. Falcon's going to move up, probably check this body. Striker now backing up. Falcon! Oh my god, smoke's being fired! So Hood is now trying to get up to Cheeseburger. Oh, Falcon! Falcon's getting flanked by Zixme! Falcon immediately tries a drop shot. Unable to. Zixme's gonna finish him off, and there goes Falcon. Bit off a little more than he could chew. He at least double tapped Cheeseburger, but wasn't able to get the shot down on Hood. Tried his best. What's our time check? 1:17, so we have another 23 minutes, 10 seconds left. NASA's still up here with that marks. Oh, Alex, you're in trouble, buddy. Never mind, NASA doesn't know how to fucking aim. All right, well, with that settled. Zixme doing some double taps here. Otherwise, Blue 4 has a full squad coming down, but looks like Falcon was able to buy the time that was needed to allow OPFOR to bring a helicopter down and land more forces to defend this area. I'm curious. So Giovanni here is stuck in a rock. The rock is eating him. He's unconscious, unfortunate. And Blue 4 is stuck to pick up the pieces. They only have about 4 guys left around here. Actually, it might be 5. How many guys are in this Vic? 2. So 5 guys are still over there. Maybe to do a southern attack, but it's going to be tough. Blue 4 don't actually have a lot in terms of numbers. Let's do a quick head count. So we had 5 over there. We've got 6, 7, 8. As Zixme, I guess, is changing to Falcon's machine gun, and he put a massive scope on that machine gun. Interesting. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 Blue 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 OPFOR. So Blue 4 still have a numeric advantage. I didn't count the pilot in there. That would make 16. But OPFOR is defending. And if they can have a few more good trick plays like what Falcon just did, if NASA could pull something, that would be ideal. Oh, Baka just got SPG-9'd. I think that was just a standard round, not an HE round, because if it was an HE round, he'd be dead. So Cyrus was being suppressed right there. Still going to try to check that angle. Falcon in here complaining that Dixme got him. And there goes Cyrus. Guys, if you're being shot at from an angle, you don't keep pieing that angle again, because eventually that shooter is going to kill you, player or AI. It's always going to happen. And it hurts my heart when I see that. It just means you're going to get screwed again and again. So PHK actually has a guy in that helicopter with him, maybe to deliver a flank, who knows. But NASA's also running around back here. If he could find AT to take out that striker, though, that would be ideal. Otherwise, Blue 4 is about to have 6 guys attack this OPFOR position. Now, Blue 4 does have more players, but if they're going to only attack in small groups, OPFOR could essentially defeat Blue 4 via defeat by detail, meaning Blue 4 only sends smaller groups against OPFOR, who has the larger portion, unless OPFOR is going to be able to overpower and take them all out. So I think we just saw someone get dropped by that 50. Yep, so that was the squad leader, too, with the radio. Free kill based off of that 50 cal. What Blue 4 needs to do is take their AT and just start pelting the top of this building with it to try to knock out that heavy gun. So it looks like PHK is coming in for a landing. This would be where they want to use the AT then. But I'm not sure the AT guy is going to even notice nor have an angle from up here. Unfortunate. So that is Pilot and Nubas. I think Nubas crashed and reconnected, so the Pilot just went over to pick him up. We have 17 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. OPFOR's in a really good position to hold this spot. The other 50 cals down here to hold the road. And we have the striker slowly moving up. NASA on the rear, checking bodies for AT. Not sure if he's going to find it. Alex probably still lingering around, looking for NASA, who opened up on him. PHK just took a rear tail rotor hit, which would, that's redundant, just say tail rotor hit. More shots going in. That just took out his engine. He's going to try to do a controlled crash here. So he is turning on his side to try to bleed speed. That's going to make him a big target. Oh, he's coming down a little hard here. Might be able to save it. No. Literally jumped from the helicopter. Sad, fortunate sun noises, indeed. Meanwhile, Blue 4 still 5 strong over here. Nubas was dropped off. He's now with that garrison, and they're fighting things off. I wonder if NASA is going to try to go back and save PH. You know, with the amount of blood that's down, he might actually be savable, but NASA's not a medic. So I'm not sure they're going to be able to do anything. But if NASA could get close and try to pick off some people on the rear, that would be ideal. But I've already seen him miss a few shots in trying to do that. Calm down, Dream. Do you already need to go to bed? All right, so we got Prophet here suppressing the SPG-9 car team. They do have a guy down that was, looks like he died and was killed on the SPG-9. So these two are now staying put. And this striker is slowly moving down, but it's going to be a very juicy target for anyone with AT on the OPFOR side. But the gunfire is masking the engine sound of that vehicle. And we still have these remaining Blue 4 guys to worry about. But it looks like they've hit the roadblock on the southern bridge with these 2 trenches. So I think they're going to try to drive the Vics out of the way and get rid of the trenches here or repair the Vic. Actually, no, there's no reason to repair that Vic. They just need to get rid of the trenches here. So someone with an E-tool needs to do it. They found Limbo's body when the car ate him. That was pretty funny. And now you have the Crow picking off 2 guys on the roof here. And I don't see any AT on OPFOR's side. Oh, no. You missed! They had it. They had it. And he missed. Ah, just short. Granted, it's not a point-blank shot, but... Oh, that was OPFOR's last thing of AT here. Now the gunner's turned. Despo is gonna have to get in the gun now. That Vic is being suppressed as shit. Despo has crawled over. That gunner now knows there's an infantry guy right here. He's gonna be trained right on that gun. That gunner needs to be careful it doesn't run out of ammo here. Yellow smoke being popped. Just wait for him to reload at this point. See, this is going to screw up the sight lines of that gun, too. Mikhail's now turned the gun. He's in a really dangerous spot. Despo playing chicken here with a striker.
Send in goats.
Time check, we got 13 minutes remaining. Ren Rep, thanks for the 7-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Despo still being suppressed. So many more smokes being popped. And Blue 4's beginning their attack on the right flank. You got NASA that's folded up, but behind him, ironically, is Alexo, who has been a little slow to advance. Looks like he traded his marksman rifle out for a regular FAMAS. Mike now firing on the flank, trying to knock out Gon here. Gon pulling his binos out to check out what's going on, as we have some sort of flag going here. I don't know what flag that is with red, yellow, and green, but you tell me. AT was just... Did you just... Are they shooting their AT now into the air to stop Blue 4, OPFOR from covering it? Despo's gotten in there. And now he's hitting this striker. Striker, though, just tanks the shot. And Despo has little chance here. He's dismounted from the Vic. As the striker now pushes on. Oh, I don't think that was Despo taking the shot. I think that was the guy he's next to getting hit. Yep. Purple smoke now being deployed. He's popping all the smoke grenades he can. It's the flag of Ghana. Excellent. Oh no, the striker's gonna charge its position. Despo desperately trying to bandage. And Blue 4 has deployed the rest of its force on the southern side of the compound. Despo now trying to pull back, realizing that he might not be able to get the kill with another striker shot. And he is now in defilade cover from the striker, so he just has to run into here and cross. But now Blue 4 is making a desperate push here. OPFOR is outnumbered. That striker picked off a good chunk of people. Maybe NASA could get on this hill, take out some of the Blue 4 and Overwatch then for OPFOR, but it's going to be tough. As Despo now hides in a bush, desperately. 10.5 minutes. Does NASA have... I think he has Falcon's machine gun. Yep, so the spirit of Falcon will live on as Ethan runs back. NASA spots him. And NASA's gonna follow through. Grenades going down right here, a lot of blood. Prophet is knocked unconscious. Are these guys blue on bluing? They might have just been blue on bluing. So fearful that they're getting friendly fire here. Here comes NASA. NASA doing a desync back and forth. Getting the kill. And NASA immediately gets bitch slapped back by Baku. Okay. Well, Falcon, I don't think he's your boy. I'm sorry. So these guys stuck to bandage quite a bit here. Prophet woke back up. Striker now climbing this hill. OPFOR has no AT to deal with it. Meanwhile, Gon is up here trying to find an angle. Sprays Fixero down. And OPFOR's running out of places to hide. About 9 minutes remaining. Royd getting picked off by the Striker. OPFOR is running out of places to hide. And you have Pogo driving down in his... actually, he's picked a new vehicle now. He's not in the APC anymore. He's in a car. And you're having Mike here, a.k.a. Despo, trying to get some pot shots off on Zardix and Baku. And they're looking back, wondering where those shots came from. Blue 4 now closing the distance here to make that push. Looks like Manchote's gotten unconscious again, probably from blood loss. As Blue 4 is now rallying to try to take this position. AT going into the building. I can't tell if that actually did any damage to said building. Some suppressive fire going up on this building as well. You've got Ice hiding right here. Gon now trying to push in. Pogo's gonna spot Ice here. No, he does not. More AT going into the building. Gon spraying into the first story. Ice getting flanked and taken out by Pogo. And then Gon shooting... might have just hit Pogo there. Nubas coming around. Kills Blue 4 ground command. Actually, no, only knocks him out. Nubas then folds in to here. Needs to get that double tap. There it is. He's going to spot Gon. I'm surprised that Striker hasn't spotted Nubas yet, as he now comes in from the rear. Misses the angle, goes to his handgun. Wow, Nubas just did not have any accuracy there as he gets blown back by Gordy Gon's mini-me. Oh, wow, what's that? Gon trying to do some medical. Will anyone push downstairs to cover? OPFOR is just down to 2 guys with a third unconscious. I think this is Blue 4's game at this point. Despo got knocked out on the street. Very dangerous spot to cross. I'm willing to bet Alex was the one that knocked him out. Because the Striker doesn't have an angle. Oh, Sayak poked his head out and the Striker said hello. See, this is why any vehicle with magnified optics is really overpowered. Also, this thing tanked SPG-9 rounds, so... oof. Blue 4 have it in the bag. It's just last man standing. Yes, Falcon unfortunately lacked the inner spirit of Adriano, and that's why he didn't get good. And Zixmu was able to kill Falcon. It's unfortunate. Gon slowly poking his head up. Uri here knows something's up. Immediately starts spraying. Doesn't land the headshot though. Grenade going in. I have no idea where. Oh, it went right behind Uri here. He's hurting. And he's going to opt to bandage. I think they were waiting downstairs to hear the bandage sound. As now Gon runs up. Uri gets his weapon back down. Is Uri gonna go for another bandage? Bipod down again. Yeah, if you're prone, you don't want to do the bipod. You want to have the ability to spray, and Gon charges him. Oh my god. He came up with no mag, but he ran out of ammo! What? Why would you run up a stairwell with no ammo in your gun? Oh my god. Alright, there you go. GG. Well played. Blue 4 wins. There's no Op 4 left alive. We'll be back in 3 hours for I'll be on the ground in a Pog Op as an engineer. And, wow. Was it a jam? I didn't hear the jam sound. Oh, there it goes. Mission's over. Cheers. We'll be back at 8 and 10 for 2 on the ground things. Blue 4 getting a perfect score. Op 4 getting the CIA objective, but 13 guys still alive. Oh my god. All right. Let's pay you guys off. Wow, that was, yeah, everyone voted for Blue 4 too. Jesus. All right. See you soon.